How are you guys doing tonight? Here with Munch, of course, Puppy Pot and Chill, number 655. Got some news here. I got my puppy dog here. Had to put on a little bit more light. Uh, I do have my bowl loaded. For those of you who are gonna smoke with me, I guess pause, load your bowl, because I'm gonna take a few hits. And if you think this video is worth a shit, share it. Hit the thumbs up button. You know, all that. Subscribe if you're really feeling randy. And always remember, since we're going to smoke pot, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. If you're not 21 in a state where it's legal, just don't do it. We can be smart stoners about this. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. All right. Puppy Pot and Chill 655. It now appears that the Wuhan Lab Week that I thought was like an Occam's razor choice. I mean, it was pretty. Occam's razor says that usually the simplest answer is usually the correct answer. You know, the one that is most obvious. That's kind of like what Occam's razor is. So I figured, with everything, all the information we had at the time, that yeah, that's what it was. There's a lab right down the road from where it supposedly took off from, even though they said it was the wet market. Well, now they're coming out and saying, especially Dr. Fauci saying, well, it looks like it's a lab leak. Well, when I reported this a year plus ago, it was like a year and 3 months ago, I was called a conspiracy theorist and other things. A Looney Tune, a nut, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. An idiot, racist, terrorist. Well, here we are. Now that they've ran through all the ignorant shit and they've had to do this thing where you look at the facts and science, they're saying, yeah, it looks like it's a lab leak. Not so much a conspiracy theory now. That's where all the evidence points to. Including the poor doctors and scientists that tried to speak up and just disappeared. So, yep. Well, and now they say it's a lab leak and everybody's supposed to be okay with it because they say so. Well, fuck off. I said it last year. Just because, it took you a year to figure it out, don't feel bad that it took you a year longer than me to figure it out. You shouldn't feel bad about that. It's okay. You're fine. You're fine. With the mask mandate being dropped, there are a lot of social justice warrior, virtue signalers, and Karens coming out of the woodwork and just getting unhinged. At other people for not wearing a mask, or they feel they shouldn't have to wear a mask because they've been vaccinated, or because Fauci says you don't have to wear a mask if you've been vaccinated, and they're gonna walk into any store they want, and if anybody tries to stop them, they're gonna sue them. And all right, just so everybody knows, if you got vaccinated or if you got COVID, so that you have your own natural vaccination, yeah, you probably don't have to wear a mask to get sick, or to keep you from getting sick. But there are plenty of stores out there that have mask policies. All right, now it doesn't matter whether you've gotten a vaccine or if you've already gotten COVID. It's just like the no shirt, no shoes, no service. All right, these are house rules. No shirt, no shoes, no mask, no service. It's simple. You don't own the store. They're letting you come in and patronize it. They can refuse you service. If they refuse you service, you become a trespasser. If you refuse to leave, it becomes criminal trespassing. And then if you create any kind of violence, it can become a felony trespassing, in which you go to jail for any kind of trespassing. They do not have to serve you. Okay, if you don't want to wear a mask, that's fine, but just know that these places do not have to give you service. All right, their policy is you wear a mask in the store. If you want to use their store, you're going to have to wear a mask. It doesn't matter if you've been vaccinated. It doesn't matter that you've had COVID. All right, it's the store policy. If you want to use their store, you're going to have to wear the mask. Okay, you don't get to go in and dictate policy just because you've gotten a vaccine or you've had COVID. That's not how it works. All right, if you've gotten a vaccine or had COVID, like I said, it just makes it so you don't have to wear a mask if you don't want to wear a mask. But that doesn't mean you don't have to in somebody else's place of business. You still have to follow their policy. John Cena grovels. I said this the other day. He bends over and sucked a fart out of China's ass, apologizing. He's becoming the joke around the Hollywood and the actors and everybody else. He's becoming a meme. Because, like I said, to me, is what it sounds like to me is, please, China, don't take away my money. Please don't take away my money, China. Please don't take away please give me some money, China. Cena, you fucking wimp. Fuck off. You can go suck a commie fart out of their commie ass. China can fuck off. Alright? You're apologizing to a group of people that have a concentration camp of Muslims because they just don't like them. And they use them for spare parts. Fuck China. Millennials are crossing streets, stepping in front of moving cars in an act of defiance and in an expression of power. Not using the crosswalk, walking slowly, staring you down. Walking slowly to show you and the others around just how special and entitled and powerful you are. Yeah, it's one of the, well, it's not one of, it's probably the saddest example of soy boy, beta snowflake, weak-minded, small thinking things that the left does. You know, it's just sad. So I stop and I let him have that 30 seconds where he stares at me walking across all slow. You know why I give it to him? Because with that 30-second win, that person might not feel just like a complete piece of shit that they are. They need that little bit of power. So that way they can feel better than you, so they can feel decent about themselves. So I let them have it. It's the only thing those poor sad fucks got. So I let them have that tiny little win, let them mean mug me as I walk across. It's the only thing they got. It's the only power, it's the only form of power that these weak little simp people will ever get. I pity them. I really do. I pity these poor people. So I stop so they can feel better about themselves. Not the, you know, that way they don't feel like the piece of shit that they really are. The trial of the Kenosha shooter will start soon, and the mainstream media says it's going to cause riots. Duh. They've all caused riots. Thank you. Thank you for pointing out the painfully obvious mainstream media. Tony Brown tried to defund police. This is a politician. I'm not sure where. But he tried to defund police and it didn't quite go over. And then he tried to hold another little get together and try to pull in some more people to defund police. And while he was doing that, a group of kids carjacked him, stole his car. Now, rather than blame these little fucking punk criminal piece of shits, he said it was his fault. And he didn't want to chase them down in case he hurt these poor kids. That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. Instead of blaming these little piece of shit punks that stole his car, he's saying it's the cops' fault. See, it's systemic racism making him do it. No, nope, nope. That wasn't it at all. You're just too fucking dumb to just see the painfully obvious that they're fucking criminalistic little punk crooks. Simple. Throw them in jail. But whatever. Tony Brown, you can fuck off. You're a worthless Democratic politician piece of shit. Anyone that calls for defund police or supports defund police should be blacklisted from 911 and emergency services. If they want to take the money from cops, that puts their life and my life in danger, by the way, because now it takes all the good cops off the road and all we have is shit cops. Thank you. If you call for defund police, then by God, I think you should lose access to emergency services. So when you call up because somebody's robbing your place and you say, help, help, they're robbing me, a little list Amber Alert pops up and it says, nope, you don't like police, you don't want police, you want police defunded. So they say, sorry, you are on your own. And they hang up on you. That's what I think should happen. Let's take a hit. And I know, I saved this pot smoke until the very end. I did it on purpose because I noticed that when I smoke pot during, a lot of times I fuck it up. Like, bad. So I figured this time I'd try to do it at the very end. I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody stayed safe. And always remember, don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. Alright? If I say something that intrigues you, look it up for yourself. But don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it. Don't let somebody else tell you how to think. Woo, good hit. Oh, and also really quick about the masks. If they mandate that you don't have to wear a mask, but you feel you want to wear a mask, or somebody else wants to wear a mask, wear the mask. Or let them wear the mask. But don't shame them about it. Don't ever shame somebody for trying to take care of themselves. That's just cold and small, petty. So, here's the deal. If you don't have to wear a mask, great. Fantastic. But if somebody else wants to wear a mask, let them. Why would you say anything to somebody else that's wearing a mask? That just shows how petty you are and how bad you want to try to make yourself look better than them. It's sad. Quit. I'm really tearing this bowl up at the end here. I hope you're going to get high with me. If you're smoking with me, I hope you're choking with me. I hope you like what I did here in this video. Like I said at the beginning, if you like what I had to say, please share. You know, think about subscribing. Smash the like button. All that. I appreciate it. If you think the word is worth getting out, I do. That's why I do it. Let's take another hit. Motorbike going by. Wow. I just about smoked out this whole bowl. I am really high too. Let's see here. See. I think one more hit and I can close this down. Maybe two. Always remember, stay safe, have a good time. You can't love everybody, so let's try not to hate. And let's sneak this hit in, and I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. So let's take a hit. Alrighty. I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. Peace. I love you fuckers. And stay high, bitches.